I enjoy coming to onsite because the routes are pretty world class. We got some world class setters over here. We got
new people setting different routes, so everything is so fresh and challenging.
We really like the routes here because they're really challenging.
I do really like the climbs here, the leading.
Yes, they are very strong climbers, where they are accepting to new climbers too. So it's a big family.
We kind of help each other get better in a way, whether it's mentally or physically. You get to learn new stuff every day, because every day is a new experience.
Singapore being the crossroad of many culture makes this place a great place to come, train of course, but also mingle with other people.
That's where you realize that, oh, this is actually quite cool. Like, that's how friendships build.
Climbing is actually a good community. I mean, the people here, they enjoy climbing together, spend time together. I mean, you can make friends with just a random person right now. So, it's pretty cool.
I think the moves here are really powerful, and you get these really small holes. It's the best feeling ever.
You feel like you're on top of the world.
The more challenging it is, the more I want to take it on.
The adrenaline rush, it feels great and very rewarding. That you push yourself to the end, even though you can't make it, but you still push yourself.
It's very refreshing to see how enthusiastic people are about climbing.
I just love the movement, I guess. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, I really love it here.
This gym has a certain kind of people, special attraction to a certain group of people who are really psyched. People like this one. Unlimited power and energy.
They really, literally, they're building the scene here, which is amazing because it's something you only got the chance to witness once. Cool, man.
Good afternoon and welcome to Transend 2017. Right now we are having the Novice Finals. We will be having our top 10 climbers that came from the semi-finals just a few days ago. These top 10 climbers will be going through 3 problems in a rotation format with 3.5 minutes on the clock for them to figure it all out. And in the novice women, we will be having Ying Weng Yan from Nana, Nur Hafiza from NUS, Celestine from NTU, Fei Chu Overbeek from Nghi Polytechnic. We have 3 climbers, Crystal, Alisa and Elizabeth. From NTU we have Mei Ting, in this category, we also have Lee Shu Mi Unai, and from SJI International, we have Kirsten Asley Keen.
And meanwhile, for the men, we have Abdul Kadi from Nghi Polytechnic, as well as Jun Jiang from SMU, Dylan from UWC Southeast Asia, Din Chia from NTU, Hang Heng Rong from RSN, Keith Ang from NTU, Jeff Ye from Temasek Polytechnic, Chi Leong from RSN, as well as Daryl Tang from NUS. So just to kick off our finals for the novice, we have Kadir.
For the girls, we have Ying Weng Yan. Of course, you can follow this live scoring at transend2017.crim.rocks to follow who is on the wall as well as the scoring.
So this is the novice finals. This is the first time we have semi-finals for the novice, and they have fought it through tough and hard to make it to the novice finals, to earn themselves a placing here in the Transend novice finals. Weng Yan.
We didn't see it, but from here we saw her right leg actually just slip off the volume.
That little catch on the volume. And of course, Kadir still struggling a little with the bonus tile.
The girls will be doing the orange colored routes, and the guys will be doing the yellow colored routes. So 3 problems on the wall. It'll be 3.5 minutes for them. So right now they only have 2 minutes left.
And the most interesting thing about the finals is definitely the finalist shirts that you see on screen.
Yes.
This is the first time we're introducing a finalist shirt.
Yeah.
So to earn yourself that shirt, you've got to fight through a lot of other climbers to make it to the finals.
And actually for our novice climbers, they have promoted to intermediate now. But of course they would want to get into the podium finish to end off their novice careers with a bag.
A minute on the clock. Weng Yan. Very, very nicely done. Very nicely done by Weng Yan.
All eyes on Abdul Kadir.
Yes, finally catching on to the bonus, but slipping off at the last moment. With 30 seconds on the clock. Is he going to try once again? And this is his only time to get this route.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a fight against time. I guess that is it from Kadir.
This is a rotation format, so our climbers have not seen this route. They were not given any beta, any demonstration climb on this. So it's really up to them to figure out how it's supposed to be done and make it work for themselves.
That's right, and of course we're going to be welcoming Jun Xiang from SMU, as well as Harfiza from NUS. It is the summer holidays now for our university students.
Yeah,
so
perfect time to compete before they go back to school, which is soon.
The Hafiza and Jun Xiang been training a lot during their holidays, and now we're seeing the fruits of their labor.
Yeah, definitely.
Hafiza making very, very good progress. And just trying to finding the sweet spot on that tile. She is
Slowly
still
bringing her left leg up
on her flash attempt.
Very nice. So if she step up, same as Weng Yan.
Very nicely done.
There you go. Well done, Hafiza.
Hafiza from NUS for you. A very, very happy climb from her.
And that, so we're just waiting for the Crimp app to update. Once again, the link is TRANSEND transend2017.crimp.rocks.
While Jin Xiang with a lot of time left on the clock for him, 2 minutes.
For the novice women, the score just updated. Hafisa is leading the team. But of course, there are 8 more climbers coming up soon. So it's a close fight for everyone right now. It could be anybody for the podium finish.
That's right, and we're only up with the first 2 climbers. We're going to see even stronger climbers coming out. But to make it all the way through to the finals here, they must have had a long period of climbing in the past few days, from the novice qualifiers to the semis. And now it is their time to shine on the novice finals.
Jin Xiang looking stable at this point right now.
He's just trying to
You really have to
figure
wrestle
out
into
how
the left
to-
side. Yeah.
Yes, how to neatly put yourself in that position.
Really nice finalist shirt right here. Everyone will know that you were in Transend Finals with that shirt.
And you can just wear it with pride, because
Yeah.
it really sets you aside, sets you apart from all other climbing shirts that we have. I really hope this concept continues in other competitions. Hint, hint.
Jin Xiang has less than 1 minute left on the clock.
He's getting more familiar
Confident,
with
yeah.
the routes, getting more confident in his steps, in his movements.
Transend is happening at 1 km mall. The space is filling out. There are people standing behind the barrier as well as the method area for the spectators to sit on. So later on, after novice finals, we will be having our intermediate finals as well as the open finals.
So as you can see, the crowd is increasing in size, and there are a lot of levels for spectators around. So this is 1 km mall. Head on down, right next to Paya Lebar MRT, with all the food and amenities that you need. It will be a very good Sunday for you and your family, and of course your friends. So joining us right now, we have Dylan Lau from United World College, Southeast Asia. As well as for the ladies, we are seeing Celestine from NTU. And of course, back on the wall, we have Kadia
As well as Wing Yan.
on both their second
Second.
routes.
So once again, the girls are doing the orange colored tile routes. For the guys are the yellowed one.
Kadia is making very good progress.
And we see the first stop.
That was
For
very,
the-
very fast. And did you see that? It was
The
a
dab.
dab.
I think this dab thing is spreading around. I don't know who started this. I think it's some open man gang. I think some of them at CA, some of them are doing dabs. I think it's spreading around.
That's Dylan. Meanwhile, on screen it's Kadia and Celestine. It's just making good progress. While Kadia is still trying to read the route.
So Celestine went straight for the second last star, tried to reach up.
She's relying completely on her contact
Yeah.
strength right now.
The right leg needs to get higher. That's the key to this part right here.
So I think she's gonna put her feet onto
Yeah.
the volume.
They really need to get that contact strength, that smearing in effect. Really nice step on the crimp. Will we see a top by Celestine?
And of course, Wang Yan.
And from our live chat right now on the YouTube, from Ridwan, giving a shout out to Celestine. If you're watching it right now, make sure that you shout out for your friends. And of course, give us a thumbs up. This live stream is brought to you by Live Studios Technology. And of course, together with it, we have the live scoring. Transend 2017.crim.rocks.
Meanwhile, Kadir still struggling a little. Celestine. This is route 2 for the boys, posing a little challenge for our climbers so far. Kadir still trying to get past the second tile to the bonus, having tried many ways of getting to the bonus, but still yet to secure himself. And Celestine.
So Celestine matching slowly, trying to stabilize herself, making space on that small crimp.
And managing to get the end just before time runs out. That's Kadir, still trying to get to the bonus. I guess that is it for this batch of climbers. We are inviting Dint Cha from NTU now to join us.
And for the girls, we have Fei Chu Overbeat.
Let's Faye.
As well as Hafiza on the second problem, representing NUS.
Hafiza as well as Faye.
Most of our novice women climbers have actually finished the first problem. So those people who finished the first problem for the novice women are currently ranked high.
And meanwhile, Dint, he's already making his way to the final tile.
And there we go, top by Faye.
And Dint's still trying to find the most comfortable way to position himself.
He has plenty of time, so he can take his time there as long as he don't slip. He will be fine.
He's still trying to find the footing.
Yeah, that foothold is small.
That's right, and this route, it is not something that you can spend to. It is really completely trusting your feet for that move. He needs to trust his feet.
Yeah, he needs to trust his left foot on that foothold by trying a different approach.
A little difficult to do a spin.
Yeah, I mean, he is already very tall.
But he knows he needs to step on that tile.
And looking at Tin Xiang on his second problem, trying to figure it out.
Very nicely done, Dint. Getting the hang of it.
Yeah, trusting that foothold is really important. You don't want to cost yourself because you hesitated too much. Well done. There you go.
Very nicely done.
He spent quite some time there in that position.
So it was definitely a very good effort from him. Spent so much time on that towel. And then Hafiza. So if I'm not mistaken, Hafiza has not been climbing relatively as long as most of the other climbers. And so to make her way all the way down to finals for Transend. It's a very good feat from her. Hafiza from NUS.
So I can see some support on the live chat for Celestine. And of course, I think on live chat, regular Noel Teo is back. Asking the same question as last time, are you giving it your all, Sin Xiang? Of course, keep on engaging us in the live chat. We can see you. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're enjoying yourself watching our novice finalists compete here at Transend 2017.
It's 20 seconds for Jun Xiang. Are you giving it your all? So, pretty difficult route, if I have to say, for the boys, because when you have your right hand on the starting towel, intuitively you would like to put your left hand towards the left side for the bonus, but at the same time, if you take a look again, the route for the boys, the second route, next towel to head for is directed in a very awkward position to put your left hand in.
For novice women, on her first problem, we have Krista Goh from Nghi An Polytechnic. Joining her on the second problem is Celestine from NTU. And of course, we have Weng Yan on her last problem.
Meanwhile, for the boys, we are looking at Kadir on route 3, Dylan on route 2, and of course, inviting him to join us is Hing Rong from RSN. That is Kadir.
Sorry, right now on the first problem is actually Aliza Kazmira from Nghi An Polytechnic.
Kadir making good progress, just trying to find the best position to follow through with this tension.
So Kadir, I can see, is he using his head
He's just
as a friction?
trying to remember where the tile is and reach as far as he can until he gets to the tile.
You know, in climbing, you just don't use just your forelimbs. Sometimes you gotta use everything else,
including your memory. Of course, Hing Rong. Interestingly, actually, all the routes here, the volumes are not changed.
And Dylan,
That's
problem
Dylan.
number 2.
One hand. Very nicely done, Dylan from United World College, Southeast Asia.
Are we gonna see another top by the boys on problem for the first problem?
So very nicely done by Dylan and Hing Rong. Would that be a double finish by Hing Rong? And probably a triple by Kadir? Once again, Kadir just trying to remember where the towel was. He's a lot more familiar with it now. But got to tackle the swing that comes after.
So he is facing the side wall right now. He has 1 minute left, as well as Celestine.
And a quick look at the leaderboard. Dylan with his 2 tops is the current top contender for the Novice Finals, followed by Deet, who has a flash in his pocket. But this is only half the climbers. There are more to come. So stay tuned with us on the Novice Finals. And I guess that is it from Kadir. Of course, not forgetting Hing Rong. 16 seconds.
Wow.
That's
very
nice.
different. Oh, we spoke too soon.
I mean, the method of doing was definitely
impressive.
Very impressive.
But the rule states that you have to have 2 hands. So that does not count.
He probably hung on for about 1 second and a half. But then when he tried to catch both, his hands slipped off. But he has more chances to come. So this is it from Hing Rong. So joining us right now is Keith Ang from NUS, excuse me, Keith Ang from NTU, as well as Chia Dean from NTU and Jun Xiang from SMU.
And for the girls joining us is Crystal from Ngee Polytechnic, Faye on the second problem, and Hafiza on the final problem.
Jun Xiang.
And there we go on. Wow, just a slip there on by Keith.
Keith is from NTU. He's probably quite tired out from the past few days of climbing. He's been with us since the start and nearly every day, as long as Transend is operating, he's been here. And he's done very well to make it through to the finals. Meanwhile, Jin Xiang trying a very different beta. And as we see Hafiza, Dean,
our novice finalists working really hard on these problems. Can see from their body language, can see from their faces that they really want this. Even though they are officially intermediate climbers, they have already promoted because they made it to the finals. They definitely want to finish this league of their category with a bang, with that finish. Wow, by Keith.
I guess a lot of
No
times
hesitation.
we've seen so far, they hesitated when they wanted to put their left feet onto that little towel, the little foothold, and then they decided the final towel is not as bad, so they just jump for it.
And one more for the guys on the second problem. We are looking at Dint. Oh, once again, very big swing. He went with the right hand, so there is a big swing.
A very huge swing to tackle.
And right now on the live chat, I can see everyone being so active and vocal. Shout out for Krista, Aliza and Kadir, as well as Keith, as well as Tin Xiang. A lot of avid supporters for our novice finalists. If you are at home and you have no plans for the day, make sure you come on down here at 1KM Mall, where Transend 2017 is happening.
Hafiza, 2 towels from the top.
So climbers have less than 1 minute left. Hafiza working hard. And again, Dint on problem number 2. This time round, more stable. Really good end. Well done.
So he decided not to go with a dynamic jump anymore. Many times we realize that dynamic moves have huge risks to them. So we rarely see it as much. But of course, we have been proven wrong by Dint and Keith with Route 1.
I mean, that's the thing about climbers. You have to think on the spot. You have to be quick on your feet, as well as strong on your footwork. Yeah? So it's really important for our climbers to be an all-rounded, be the mental strategy, the physical strategy, and the competition form. Next up, we will be inviting Elizabeth Xia from Ngee Polytechnic, as well as Aliza on the second problem for the girls. And of course, Celestine on the final problem.
Meanwhile, we'd like to invite Jeffia from Temasek Polytechnic. And of course, Hing Rong from RSN and Dylan from United World College, Southeast Asia.
Problem number 1 for the guys, looking very stable, inching to the top.
Jeffia.
Wow, less than 1 minute spent on that problem. Well done.
Definitely a reason why he's one of the top qualifiers.
Yeah.
And the most interesting part is he was climbing in jeans. It's like, I'm always very impressed with people who climb in jeans.
Yeah.
Because jeans are usually quite restrictive. And at the same time, it just doesn't feel as comfortable.
All eyes on the last problem. On Dylan, the furthest we've seen on this problem, just slipping off on the right hand.
Meanwhile, Celestine.
Celestine making her way to the bonus tile. And we are looking at Elizabeth on problem number 1, just slipping off.
Dylan again. Very different beta from Kadir. Very nicely done. Dylan.
He needs 2 hands on that top.
Steady.
There
Very
you go.
nicely done.
Well done, Dylan.
From United World College.
Aliza making her way on her second problem, looking really strong. I'm really loving the energy right here. It's really high. It's really hot in here. The crowd is filling up. There are a lot of people standing behind us right now. And of course, in front of us, all the supporters sitting down.
And it's only going to get more and more exciting from
Yeah,
here. Inter
definitely.
finals, and of course the highlight of any event, Open Finals. It is going to be a very eventful Sunday for anyone out there. Celestine and Elizabeth.
With 1 minute on the clock for our climbers, they really have to fight strong.
King Rong. So that is the tile that I was talking about.
Yeah.
It's pretty difficult to catch on after the starting hole, especially since it is on your left.
Yeah.
So King Rong is going to try a different starting position.
And the bonus tile for this problem for the guys is actually blocked off a bit by the volume.
I think the route setters put a lot of thought into
Yeah.
this also. Because the bonus is pretty nice with an in-cut if you want to dyno towards it. And the route setters took this into account. Meanwhile, that is it from Hing Rong. And of course, joining us again is Chi Leong from RSN, as well as Keith Ang from NTU and Dint also from NTU.
And for the girls, we have from NTU, Tan Mei Jing, Zhou. And second problem, we have Crystal. And on the third problem, we have Faye. So the first problem for the guys is definitely important for them to top if they want to have a good position in the rankings.
That's Chi Leong. So Chi Leong actually committed a false start off screen. So he needs to back this. Very nicely done by Chi Leong from RSN with lots of time to spare. Meanwhile, Joe. And Dint trying a different beta. Cosfei. Keith making very good progress. I think he's going to launch for the tops with Inter. Very nicely done by Keith from NTU right here on the home ground.
I feel like the scoreboard right now is going crazy, shuffling up and down with all the climbers finishing the route.
That's right. So far, only Dylan has managed to top all three. So
Wonderful.
he has secured himself a position in the podium. But
We have to wait and
top
see.
two, just to top two is not a security for you in the podiums, because a lot of other climbers are coming up next and they're only going to get stronger from here on. Indeed, a very, very big speed.
For the girls in the scoreboard, nothing much has changed. Hafisa is still number 1 with Faye number 2 and Wenya in 3rd place. But of course we have to wait for all the other female climbers to finish their climb and see how it goes. Definitely we will still see some changes with this.
And Joe, very happy.
Wonderful. Really nice. Now is about 8 minutes away from 3 p.m. local time here in Singapore. It's really a bright Sunday. If you are watching, do give us a thumbs up. This live stream is brought to you by Live Studios Technology, working hard to bring you all these updates, so you never have to miss out on anything that is happening at Transend 2017.
And Dint is still struggling a little. Route 3. He's going for a coordinated movement. Dint trying to bag at least the top, and he is just one move away.
He has less than 20 seconds. He gotta hustle.
It's crunch time.
I think he knows it. He knows the time, the stress of the time. It's all right.
As that is it from Dint. From NTU.
From the novice women girls, we are welcoming Liu Shumi Unai on first problem, as well as Elizabeth on the second problem, and Aliza on her last problem for the finals.
And of course, for the males, we have Daryl Tang, the top contender from novice, from NUS, joining us. And of course, Jeffia on his second route, and Hing Rong on his third route of the day.
On a final problem,
Daryl. From NUS. Oh! Daryl. Very nice first attempt. Meanwhile, Hing Rong.
Unai making quick work on her first problem, trying to find that stability and balance. Definitely not an easy feat when your right foot is stepping on flat surface. You really have to rely on your smearing, with your left hand having contact force on the volumes, and with the inverted sloper on problem number 1, it's not making it any easier for them. The last problem for the guys, after the volume, the second volume is proving difficult for most of them.
But there's a lot of time left. They just need one good attempt. Daryl slip off his hand.
You gotta trust his left foot and commit. Well done by Unai.
No, not again, Daryl. And meanwhile, that is Jeffia.
For the novice women top 3 position, there is actually a bit of a shuffle, with all the top 3 girls having a flash with them, and Unai is still climbing.
Well, that would be it from Hing Rong.
Wow.
Concluding
Nice
his
finish.
climb from the novice finals. Hing Rong from RSN.
And Elizabeth on the second problem. And for the guys,
Would that be a double finish? by Jeffia. He's still
50
hanging on.
seconds.
Still
Both
hanging on.
fell at the same time. Right now we are looking at Daryl.
My heart goes out for him twice.
I hope that he finishes this. I mean, you don't want leaving a competition with some regrets. So leave it all on the mat and keep climbing.
Today is also Sunday, the final day of Transend 2017.
This is 15 seconds. I guess this is it for this batch of climbers. So all the male climbers have come out, but for the novice women, we still have our top contender, Kirsten Ashley Kin from SJI International. Of course, at the same time, we have to welcome Keith as well as Chi Leong.
Joining Kirsten is Joe as well as Crystal on the second and third problem. So this event is supported by on-site climbing gym and the route setting team is also made up of route setters from on-site.
Chi Leong. He's gonna cross. Very nicely done.
He would need to get a bit higher to get to the second last style. There you go, really strong. Needs
Would
to
this
commit.
be a finish from him? Very nicely locked, very nicely anchored. Very happy for him. That is Chi Leong. Lots of time to spare.
And of course, Kirsten finishing problem number 1 as well.
That is a double finish from our climbers. Meanwhile, we're looking at Joe from NTU. And of course, Eliza. Excuse me, Crystal. Keith. Very nicely done by Keith. A close call from him.
Looking happy. All smiles right there. Well done, Keith.
The fight for the top 3 positions in the Novice Finals for the men is really, really intense. So we have climbers who finish all 3 tops, with Keith right now in the running for the top position, with 3 tops in 8 attempts, followed by Dylan with 3 tops in 9 attempts.
And for the girls as well, our top 3 girls all have a flash. And for the third position, Unai and Kirsten are actually tied because of the number of bonus, the first 2. Still a lot of things might happen, so this is not final. We have to wait and see. We are looking at Joe and Crystal on the second and third problem respectively. Can really see the fight in their eyes and it's really exciting. Nobody is giving up, everyone is fighting hard. And after this, we will be having our intermediate finals happening at 4:20 p.m. followed by open finals at 6:20 p.m. So be sure that you tune in with us until then. And of course, you can come on down here at 1KM Mall. Our climbers have 30 seconds left on the clock to make a difference.
That's Joe. Still finding her footing. Meanwhile, Joe and Crystal. I guess that is it from our ladies. It is a really difficult fight,
Yeah,
for even the ladies, because
it's neck and neck.
The
tell
number of
you.
attempts is very
Yeah.
important right here.
Yeah.
And joining us right now, we have Jeffia on route 6, as well as Daryl on route 2 for the boys.
On the second problem, we have Unai and Elizabeth on the final problem.
So it was a huge waste for Daryl in his previous climb. Definitely needs to bag this. And Unai, as well as Jeffia.
Make sure you give a shout out to your friends. And watch them right now. Give them your support. They're looking strong.
Oh, not again.
He went with a toe hook. Other climbers that were before him actually heel hooked. So if he figures out the heel hook, he might just get this top.
Daryl.
I mean, our climbers don't get any demonstration climb and they are not allowed to watch the other competitors do the problem. So they really have to rely on their own imagination and to find the most efficient way to execute the problems.
That's right. And this is the Novice Finals that you're watching. Inter-finals will happen very soon at 4:20. Meanwhile, Jeffia is going further this time. He's got to catch himself. Meanwhile, still trying to find a footing.
Elizabeth making her way to the bonus tile.
Daryl once again.
Trying to find a position to place her right hand. Definitely not easy to wrestle with these volumes in such orientation. And we're back with Daryl again. Will we get this time round? He went with the toe hook once again. This time round it's stuck. Well done, Daryl.
That is Daryl Tang from NUS.
There's still 1 minute for our climbers, for Elizabeth as well as Unai. Second problem for the girls remain unsolved, as well as problem number 3 for them.
And of course, Jeffia on route 3 for the males.
Some of the problem for the novice men finalists have been solved by one of them at least. For the girls, the second problem and the third problem is still looking for that top. So definitely the first problem just now was very important in terms of the scoring.
Just looking at how intense it is for these novice climbers.
Yeah.
It is going to only get even more challenging from here as they promote to inters in their next competition.
Yeah. The problems get more complicated and not as straightforward anymore.
So joining us right now is Chi Leong from RSN.
For the girls on the second problem, we have Kirsten. And on the last problem, we have Joe. So we are hoping that our finalists, making sure that they read the route properly. They have 3.5 minutes to read and execute it. Kirsten finding her balance on the second problem. Really have to negotiate the body positioning with the volumes. It's definitely a tricky one. It's very rare to see huge volumes like this in climbing gyms open for anybody to use. But of course, climbing sometimes is about instinct. So it's very important to listen to your body and let your body take you to what feels natural in terms of the movement and mobility that you have to execute. Definitely lots of time for our girls right here. These are our top qualifiers from the novice semi-finals that happened just a few days ago. They secured this top 8 position. These are the best of the lots and proving to us how strong they are.
This is just one move. Very nicely done. Route 6. Meanwhile, with more than enough time to spare, we're looking at Kirsten as well as Joe.
One and a half minutes left for our female climbers. Really good showing, really strong.
Joe,
the never say die attitude can be seen from their body language. It's really fantastic to see. Even with the time racing against them, they don't give up. And this is what this competition is all about.
Joe is quickening her pace right now, as you can see.
She secured the bonus style.
But you cannot be reckless on this kind of route.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. And amazingly, Jo is a very, really good dancer. So she has a lot of
flexibility,
and she is able to juggle her schoolwork, her work, and then climbing, and of course her dancing at the same time. So total respect to her, man.
Skills that you learn in other sports or performing arts that you do can be transferred into climbing. I mean, isn't climbing a kind of a dance on the wall?
It's like a graceful dance.
Yeah, just require more force, I guess.
And a lot of life experiences actually transfer onto climbing.
And vice versa.
You just get a lot more confident in each climb. Sometimes you get a lot of experiences.
Yeah.
And it reflects in your climbing, as we've seen from many other climbers. 5 seconds. Jo in the never say die attitude. Right now we're going to be inviting Daryl Tang from NUS.
And we have Unai on her final problem.
So they are the top finalists.
And this event is brought to you by On-Site Climbing Gym, supported by them, together with rsb.sg. So our climbers that have a podium finish can look forward to prizes coming from E9 Apparel, Tokyo Powder Industries Chalk, as well as Tenaya climbing shoes to support their climbing endeavors.
That's right, and Transend is only the second leg of the RSB League. So they still have Rock Masters coming up. So we're going to look at their performance. And meanwhile, the Novice Men Finals scoreboard is out. It is pretty much confirmed that Chi Leong, Keith and Dylan would be in the running for the podiums. And the results are only preliminary. But right now, to make it to the podiums, you got to have 3 tops.
For the novice women, the case is different. Our top 3 contenders all have a flash, so it's really about the number of bonuses that they have. But of course, we still have Kirsten that is coming up after Unai to have a chance. So if Unai top this route, she would definitely secure herself in the top 3 position, because she actually is currently in the 4th place. But as well, it also depends on how long she took to get the bonus tile, because right now the differentiating factor for our top 3 novice women climbers is the number of attempt to bonus. So all of them have 2 bonus, but in different number of attempts.
So the determining factor in this round for the novice women, bonuses and the number of attempts to it. And of course, it gets even better if they're able to bag it with a top.
Unai still has plenty of time. Really need to control that cross. The foothold should stick. That would be very important so that she doesn't pop out. And here we are looking at Daryl. Looking strong on this problem. There you go, fighting hard, not giving up.
He has to hold on very nicely. That is Daryl for you from NUS. He's got a very big experience today with all the tops. So that was a relief when he got it. Unai
is actually touched the tile. So she just had to latch onto it. But the thing about that tile is that it's not very deep. It's not a deep in cut. It's just enough for your fingers, one pad of your fingers. So you really have to do a very precise throw into it. So she has 40 seconds left on the clock.
It's enough to afford her one good attempt.
Really need to get that catch. That dynamic move is not easy, especially at that angle of the wall. And also the bonus tile is flat.
So I guess Unai, one last good attempt. I guess that is it from Unai. And meanwhile, we would be having our last climber, Kirsten from SJI International, joining us for the last route for the females. Yet to see the females finish route 3. So we'll see if Kirsten can solve this problem.
If Kirsten gets the bonus for this style, for this route, sorry, she will actually make it to the top 3. So she just have to get a bonus
within 2 attempts.
Actually, regardless of attempts, because she actually got all the bonus from the first
great.
problem, second problem. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
As long as she gets the bonus, she will be in top 3. And if she gets the top, she will take away the gold. So we have to wait and see what will happen.
So she is just one bonus away from the top position.
Yeah, one bonus away.
And then we would see the leaderboard shuffle.
Yeah. But again, all our novice finalists have finally promoted to intermediate category. So next competition, we will be seeing new faces joining the intermediate climbers. And there you go. Kirsten has finally gotten the bonus. So that will actually propel her all the way to the top right now in first place.
Just waiting to see her break this problem. Lots of time to spare.
Given the preliminary results, Kirsten will be in first place. Currently, Hafisa and Unai have the same number of top with the same number of bonus and attempt to bonus. But because Unai, based on countback, qualified in the semi-finals first, Unai will be second and Hafisa will be third. But once again, these scores are still preliminary. We have to wait and see until the end of Kirsten's climb. And of course, the chief route judge final call on the results. She has about less than 2 minutes left. She is the final climber in this category. And after that, we will be following with the intermediate finals after a quick switch over by our on-site route setting team. And of course, at 6 p.m. we will be having our open finals. Our top 6 climbers from the open category will be joining us later on.
So make your way down to 1KM Mall, situated right next to Paya Lebar MRT. And this is Kirsten. 1 minute to solve this. Very nice finger strength right there. It's latching on.
Definitely not easy to do, So once again, the problem number 2 for the girls left unsolved, and problem number 3 might be, unless Kirsten top this.
And this is 30 seconds.
I think this would be her last go at this.
Last good attempt. Never say die attitude. And I guess this is it from Kirsten. Kirsten Ashley Kin from SJI International. This is Transend. As you see, the crowd is increasing. Spectators are coming in for the exciting interfinals happening very soon, and the open finals, which is happening in the evening at 6:20. So join us here at 1KM Mall, and we'll see you otherwise on live studios. So make sure you click the notifications button.
So for the preliminary results for our novice women, on third place will be Hafiza because of the countback, even though she tied with Unai. And Unai will be taking second place, and Kirsten will be taking first place. But once again, we have to wait for the chief route judge confirmation of the score.
And meanwhile, for the boys, we have Chi Leong with 3 tops in 5 attempts. Keith Ang from NTU with 3 tops in 8 attempts, as well as Dylan with 3 tops in 9 attempts. So you got to have 3 tops if you want to make it to the podiums. So very nicely done by all our novice, and we'll see you very, very soon.